why they're refusing to give us back our money. Tell me why they're saying. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Gigi Brown, aka Lisa, whatever you know me as. And today, as you can see, today we're sat. I know I told you guys I don't have any more stories, but then like I had to reach deep down into my psyche, deep down into the back of my what do they call this one? My medulla oblongata, my medulla. I had to reach the back of it and find a story for you guys, because life can't be just like that. I'm not that boring. I'm not that boring. So this story time is basically going to be about my vacation in Coast. I don't think I'll be able to put everything into one video, because I think every time we went for a vacation in Coast, something went wrong. Something always went wrong, or something just like, it was just always a mess. So I can't say all the stories in one video. That like will talalapa. So today I'm gonna first tell you guys the most interesting one, or the one holiday where so many things were going wrong at once. Let's get to it. So basically, let's go back to the year 2000 and I can't even remember what year. I think between 2019 and 2015. Between 2019 and 2015, one of those years. So basically, we were going to Coast. Obviously, every time we go to Coast, we always go with a big gang. We never go just a few of us, because it's boring when you're just going. We never go just as a family, because it's really boring when you just go a few of us. So we went, this time we went, it was my mom, my 3 siblings, that's 4 of us, and then my 2 cousins and their mom, and then my other boy cousin. So basically, we are how many? There are 8 of us. Keep that in mind. So we're going, when we planned the holiday, it was supposed to be like a 5 day, 6 day, not so many days. We weren't supposed to so many days. But what we decided, one of our family friends lives in Coast, and they were like, oh yeah, come stay at our place, like let the children hang out, blah 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 blah. Tunaweza kataa aje? Like, of course we're coming because it's our family friends. We know like it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be great. So we get there, well, 8 of us. 8. How do you do the math? I did. Yeah. So we figured, okay, I don't know why we didn't do the maths, because obviously it's not like we hadn't been to that place before, but in our head we were gonna fit the 8 of us plus them, and that family was like a family of 4. A family of 4 plus 8 of us. I don't know what we were thinking we were going to fit where, and because it was just like a normal house. It's not like we were going to go to a 10 million bedroom house. But we were like, we're gonna figure it out. When we get there, we see, oh, they have other guests as well, and we're like, oh, how's this gonna work? Because now it was their family. They're like 4, I think. Yeah, they're 4, and then now we were us 8, and then there were like 3 other people. We're almost 20. We're almost 20 in just like a normal sized house, and we were like, how are we gonna make it? How are we gonna fit? So the first night, we literally, because we had nowhere else to go, the first night we were just like, guy, okay, let's tough it up and just find places to sleep. I don't know how many even we slept in one bedroom, but it was the most uncomfortable. It was such an uncomfortable night, and nobody was comfortable. Everyone was just like nonetheless, but we had fun in them during the day, because we were kids. We weren't deeping it as hard. But hey, ushai squeeze kwa bed, ushai squeeze na hakuna AC, because you know then they're used to that temperature, so then they don't even need AC. They're like, it's not even that hot today, it's only 32 degrees. 32 degrees. We're boiling. So the next morning, we're just complaining to my mom. Okay, but we're not even complaining like, oh, there's an issue. We're the ones who are overburdening these people. It's too full, like it's just too much. So during the day, as we went to the beach, did we go to the beach? Where did we go? Yeah, I think now as the kids, as we went to the beach, and my mom went to look for like somewhere else for us to stay. Then in the evening, she's like, okay guys, like pack your clothes, like we're going. So like, oh, we're gonna go to another hotel. Oh, cute. Then we went to the car and we're driving, and we're driving and we're driving and we're driving and we're driving. We drove for like, okay, it was like, let's say 2 hours, but 2 hours in Mombasa heat is like 5 years. So we were like so uncomfortable. And then we get there, we get to the gate. Tell me why the gate is looking like it was just looking like, first of all, very robbable, unsafe, very rusty, like, and it's short, and then the walls around it are just, they don't, the paint is chipped off. Even the signboard for the place is just written there. Can't even remember the name of the place, but something do resort. It's just written there in like some like it's even falling apart. One letter is falling as the rest. It was too much. Like, it was just looking so dingy. You're like, guy, and you see, then we just go back and squeeze where we were. What's going on? Looking back at it, we were very spoiled. Don't judge us. I see it now that we had a very spoiled mentality, and it's like, we wouldn't do that now. But yeah, with our spoiled minds, we were like, apana. Hey, shake your head, hey. With our spoiled mentality, we were like, apana. We enter, the floor is not even concrete, it's still sand. Like, what is going on? But we enter and we see like, oh, it's a mansion. It was giving like old-timey, old-timey, abandoned mansion though. Abandoned mansion. Remember that abandoned mansion. Then next to it was like just a small house, like you climb stairs. You know those apartments where it's not basic, it's like a loft apartment where you climb stairs, the apartment is up, and then there's a garage under it. So we're like, oh, we're gonna sleep in the mansion. Like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. But okay, it's looking old-timey, but it was a mansion. Like, you can't complain about a mansion. So we're like, okay, we get out of the car. Tell me why we're following our mom. She's climbing up to the apartment. We're like, huh? Excuse me. Can we go to the, what's going on? So she's like, yeah, this is where we're staying. I'm like, you know, at that time we didn't think, first of all, booking a villa, back in the day there was no akina Airbnb, akina blah blah blah. There are no booking sites and stuff like that. So booking a villa last minute without even money, because that time they've used all the money on the other vacation amenities, it was not, we didn't think about it like it's something hard to do. We were like, what do you mean? So we enter like, it's just an apartment, and we're like, where are we even gonna fit again? Because remember, how many? 8 people. So we climb the stairs, we are adjusting our bags, and we enter. Literally, it's looking old, abandoned. Literally, the paint is chipping off. Literally, guys, like, I don't know how to explain it further to you. If you don't, yeah, it's just looking old, rickety, and stuff like that. So we open the door, and it's like, oh, it's not bad. It's like, it actually wasn't bad. It was a cute modern apartment, wooden floors, nice VT. It was a 2-bedroom. So now even again we're asking ourselves, but each bedroom had 2 beds. So we set it up such that my brother and my boy cousin, they slept in the sitting room. Us girls, we just sorted ourselves in the bedrooms, and we were okay. Then we're like, oh yeah, let's go swimming, because the day is not over. It's still like, we have to do our night swim. When I tell you guys, let me preface this. Every year we've gone to Mombasa since we were small. Okay, these days we don't do that. But kitambo, 5:30 a.m. Not 5:30. Sometimes 5:30. 5:30 a.m. ni kuamsha wazazi twende to swim. It was always like, we were never not swimming. We'd wake our parents up at 5:30. We take breakfast raka. By 6 we're in the pool, and we stay in the pool. If we don't have an activity for that day, we're staying in the pool the entire day until 6 p.m. where we'd be forced and pulled out of the pool, crying and kicking our feet. Like, it was always. So yeah, that was just getting back to the story. We went to the pool. Tell me why the pool was green. Like, the water was green. Tell me you can't see the floor. We were just, I don't even know how to describe it. We were appalled, and we were just disappointment after disappointment. Problem after problem after problem. So the next thing, now we were like, okay, so obviously we're not gonna swim here, so we went back to the house and we just slept, because life was like that. Like, it was that hard in life. I don't think even there was Wi-Fi in that place, because it was literally, it only had one guy living there. It was just giving, have you all watched Camp? It's called what? Camp Lake Bottom. Watch that show, because that's what it was giving, honestly. So it's a cartoon. Yeah. So now the next morning, at least, okay, the good thing we slept knowing the next morning we wanted to go see dolphins. We'd never seen the dolphins before, and when you're going to see them, you have to wake up really early, because I don't know, it's the time they're waking up. I don't know, they're only passing a certain place at a certain time, but we had to wake up really early. Then tell me why we wake up. We were woken up at like 5:30. We are just like, bro, what is going on? We take breakfast. By the time you're getting 8 people out of the house, 6 of them being girls, I don't know how many shouting, how many arguing, how many, oh, get out, you're wearing my skirt, you're wearing my short, you're wearing my, I don't know what. We were fighting. We were already mad at each other by the time we were leaving. We finally get into the car. My auntie is like, where are the keys? We're like, what? She's like, nani alichukua keys? Tell me why we can't find the keys. We're already late. The guy, hey, we had to now run back up to the house and flip that house upside down looking for those keys. It took us like an hour looking for those keys. We are already late to see the dolphins. We were already mad at each other because getting ready, all 6 girls and 2 boys, was already such a hassle. We were just butting heads. We were really butting heads. And we're looking for them, and everyone is being asked, you, when's the last time you were with the keys? Who was the last person in the car? And you, what were you doing when you last had the keys in your hand? And in your hand, were you the one who put it, after you put it in the bag, what did you do? We looked everywhere, and then like after like an hour, we finally found them. Where were they? In the handbag. We had looked in that handbag I don't know how many times, and for some reason they reappeared in the bag after all that time. So, guy, that's problem number 1, 2, 3, 4. So by the time that we are going, we enter that car and we just drove to that place. It took us like another hour to get to that place. We finally get to the place, we park, and other arguments happen. Nani anatoka kwa gari, I don't know, we're taking so long to get out of the car. Then we enter, then we get onto the boat. We get onto the boat and we say hi. We even become friends with the boatmen. What are they called? Fishermen. No, they're not. What are they called? I don't know what they're called, but basically we get onto the boat. Immediately we get onto the boat. Tell me why it starts raining, and not just raining like the way it's been raining these days. You all know that it's been raining like heavily raining, and then the boat is shaking. The boat is shaking. The water is obviously, we are looking like we're in the, you know, those deep sea, North Sea videos. The colors high. Like, bro, it was like, now we are looking, but we hadn't even left yet. Like, we were still close to the shore, and these guys are like, ni maji kidogo tu, tunaenda haraka. What? These guys are not even like I'm gonna call them fishermen, guides. I don't know what to call them. What are they called? But basically, these beach boys, I don't know what they were, but them, they weren't even caring that it's raining. They were like, oh, let's go. But like, you can't see here, we are scared. As we are there, like, you know, and they're not even scared. They're like, ni maji kidogo tu, maji kidogo, mvua kidogo tu. Bro, the water was entering the boat. Like, we were going to capsize if we went. So now we're trying to tell these guys, yo, we need to go back. My mom is shouting at the what is this, a guide? Let's call him the guide. But like, my mom is shouting at the guide, like, bro, we're not going anywhere when it's raining, go back. He's like, hapana mama, huku maji inaendanga inayeyusha lakini haiwezi enda pale. Sisi tutakuwa swari bin shwari. Leave us on the shore and say shwari bin shwari when you're there, because us, we don't want that. We're trying to live, we choose life, bro. So after we were arguing, we're shouting, my cousin is there like, my mom is a lawyer. Like, we were literally so scared, and these guys don't seem to care. Like, even you can't even, at this point we're barely seeing, there's rain everywhere. So we tell them, no, you know what, at this point everything is pointing us at us not going today. Why would we not be in the house we are supposed to be in? Why would we lose our keys? Why would we be late? Why is it raining? So many things are going wrong. I'm not superstitious, but that's a sign for you to not do something. If all those things are going wrong, don't do it. So we, after arguing with those beach boys for like, after arguing with those guides for like 30 minutes if they finally took us back. So I like, okay, we've not gone to see the dolphins, can we have a refund? Because I can't remember how much it was at the time, but just imagine how much you're paying for 8 people. So like we're like, I asked, we want a refund, we haven't seen the dolphins, we haven't gone anywhere, we haven't used any of the amenities, and I think that time it was being needed by kids and stuff. Tell me why they're refusing to give us back our money. Tell me why they're saying that it's a no refund policy. It's not written anywhere that it's a no refund policy or anything. They're refusing to give us the money. They're like, who got fanyangi refund, blah blah blah. We've paid more than, like, I think like it was 14k, 15k there. We haven't seen dolphins, give us back our money. If we'll come back the next day. Like, it wasn't a big deal, just give us back our money. And they're refusing. So we argued, they argued with them for, my mom was arguing with them for I don't know how many hours. Okay, not hours, maybe like an hour or two, until like they finally give us back our money. And then by the time we were finishing everything, mind you, we woke up at like 5:30 a.m. It was like 9. So just imagine, we woke up early for nothing. We were there for nothing. We did there for nothing. Like, we just did that for, we honestly, 10 out of 10 disappointment. Then we go back. Now we're going back to our villa, our something, the resort, and now we had to just find things to enjoy ourselves, because honestly, what was that? We went back to the resort, we walked around, we ended up even entering that old mansion looking place. Very creepy, very creepy. Actually, I'm so happy we didn't sleep there, because that place, no lights, nothing. It was just like, how do I explain? I swear you guys, if you watch Camp Lake Bottom, you understand what I mean. That place was looking, it was looking like a, not a shack, but you know those old houses where it's so old, everything is still wooden. Not like, that's how it was looking. Everything was still wooden, and it was just very scary and creepy. I think they even had bats inside that house, so we didn't end up saying that. Yeah, and then after that we left. After we stayed at the resort for like a few more hours, we went, I think actually we spent one more night. Then the next morning we went to the hotel. Everything was good, they were nice to us, and we had a good time. But that was generally, Jenny, you're turning me out of a 7-day holiday, 3 days are bad. You deserve that. Does anyone deserve that? Not me. Damn. But yeah, that was part 1, or story 1 of the bad things that happened to us when we were in Coast. If you guys want to hear more stories, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications, share, comment down below. Actually, if y'all have any other content y'all want me to give you, like, can you just like let me know?